Hi, I'm Nera and we're here with a new video about artificial intelligence. Have you ever thought that ChatGPT is highly overrated because its answers are often quite bad? The truth of the matter is that in most cases the core issue doesn't actually lie within ChatGPT itself, but rather in exactly how we choose to use it. It's perfectly normal. Most people make exactly the same fundamental mistakes, which unfortunately leads us to get generic, not very useful, or even entirely incorrect answers. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 most common mistakes people make, and most importantly, I will explain how to avoid them so that ChatGPT works much better for you every day. Stick around and we'll go through them. Let's start with the first one. Mistake number 1, asking questions that are too vague or too simple. And this is probably the most common mistake. People write things like, tell me about marketing or make me a business plan. So what happens? ChatGPT doesn't know exactly what we need, so it responds in a very general way. On the other hand, the more context we provide, the better the responses we'll get. For example, I own a coffee shop in Madrid and I want to attract more customers with a total budget of 300 euros a month. Give me a detailed 30-day marketing plan. That's a huge difference. Here is a simple rule to remember. If a person would need to ask you clarifying questions to help you, then it is the same for ChatGPT. It is important to keep in mind that, as we've seen in other videos, we really need to change our mindset. Artificial intelligence is not just a browser, so providing the right context is absolutely essential. Now let's move on to mistake number 2, expecting to get the perfect answer on your very first try. A lot of people use ChatGPT as if it were a search engine. They ask a question, read the answer, find they are dissatisfied with it, and simply end the conversation. But the thing is, ChatGPT works much better as a conversation. We can tell it things like make this shorter, provide me with examples, explain it to me as if I were only 10 years old, use a more professional tone, or even rewrite it in a much more approachable style. The best and most useful answers usually come after several iterations. So remember that context and iterations are key. Always ask clear questions focused on what you want to achieve. Think of ChatGPT as a helpful coworker you are collaborating with, rather than just a simple search engine. The third mistake is not assigning it a role. And it is actually a very common and frequent mistake not to tell ChatGPT exactly who we want it to be. It is certainly not the same thing to simply say, write me an email, as it is to say, please act as a highly professional sales expert with several years of industry experience and write me a persuasive email to win back those specific clients who stopped buying my services over 6 months ago. When we define a role for it, ChatGPT adapts its language, expertise, and approach. It's a change that costs absolutely nothing to make, but it greatly improves the result. The fourth mistake is accepting everything without verifying. And this is a very important point. Always, everywhere on the internet, but especially with AI, keep in mind that ChatGPT can occasionally make mistakes. It can make up information, cite sources that don't exist, or provide data that is outdated depending on the model we're using and the questions we're asking it. That's exactly why we should never just copy and paste important information without carefully reviewing it first. This is not just because the information might be outdated, but primarily because this is a powerful tool that assists us in our daily work, in making critical business decisions, creating high-quality content, or carefully verifying any specific information or data. But the most important thing to keep in mind is that natural human intelligence must always be the essential layer that oversees everything ChatGPT gives us. Remember, ChatGPT is like a very intelligent assistant, but it is certainly not an absolute or infallible source of truth. Fifth, there is the classic mistake of asking the system to do far too many complex things all at once. For instance, consider how some people write incredibly long prompts, something like, create a comprehensive business strategy, a detailed marketing plan, a professional website, a unique logo, an Instagram campaign, a full sales funnel, and also a complete content calendar. And can it do that? Can it answer us? Well, yes, more or less. Will it do it well? Probably not. It's much better to break the work down into different steps. First, we ask it to provide a clear definition of the business for us. Then identify who the ideal target client would be, what specific strategy it recommends, what strategy we can follow, then ask for content, and finally create marketing campaigns aimed at those clients. When we take a large project and break it down into smaller tasks, the overall quality of the final output improves. This happens because, as we have demonstrated throughout this video, for every single small task that provides us with a specific answer, we can provide much more detailed context. We can precisely specify the required role, and we can keep iterating on the results. By doing this with the questions we ask ChatGPT or the tasks we request from it, we can ultimately reach our goal with much better quality than if we had made those common mistakes. As you can clearly see, mastering the art of using ChatGPT more effectively isn't just about learning those secret prompts you might find online. Instead, it is really about carefully avoiding these 5 common mistakes, giving the AI the necessary background and context it needs, and learning exactly how to turn these common errors into the little tricks and habits that we can apply every single time we interact with ChatGPT. If you use them, you'll notice a huge difference in the quality of the responses. And if you want to learn how to maximize the potential of artificial intelligence, subscribe to the channel because here we regularly provide you with tips, tools, and practical cases to enhance your productivity and save you a lot of time. Give it a like. It really helps me out a lot. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.